Okay, this is my attempt to explain how the harmonic minor scale can actually add and take your playing to a whole nother level, whether it's guitar or piano or anything. I am using a keyboard because my hands are swollen. I have heart issues and circulation issues. I cannot play the guitar right now. Hopefully God heals me, but until then, this is a keyboard with guitar voicing. If I play the C minor harmonic minor scale, I have C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C. Here's what I can do with it. If I want to play a 2-5-1 instead of just a D to a G7 to a C, I'm playing a C minor to a D fully diminished, and I can go to the C. So I'm going D, F, A flat, B, C, and I can go to the D. I go D, C, B, A flat, G, F, E flat, D, C. So I can make music just on that alone. To the A flat major 7, A flat major 6, and A flat major 6 to a C minor is kind of boring, so I'm going to use that A flat as a predominant to go to the G7. So here goes. A flat major 7 to a G7. Now I'm going to add the E flat to that, which is a flat 6, and I'm just playing melodies. Going down the scale, whatever I want to do. It's very magical. Let's say I'm playing an E flat augmented scale, chord. I'm one note from being back to the C minor, B to C. And I go up to the A flat, and instead of playing just an A flat C, I can play the A flat C D, E flat, back down to G, and I can still play E flat D C. Sus 4 with the F. I mean dominant 7. E flat augmented chord with the sharp 5 back to C. There's an incredible amount of stuff you can do just by playing this goofy scale. Okay, call Blondie. Sorry, had an F sharp, but you know what? You're allowed to do that. Oh snap! Who knew? Bach modulated. He didn't just stay in the harmonic minor scale. He used it as a skeleton, but he moved on into playing just major. So the trick is get the harmonic scale down where you're just doing the scale C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C. Play around with that, 2 octaves like I just did. Play around with playing notes in between it, like your C minor, then hit the D. A flat major 7. A flat major 7, and then I took the E flat and I lowered it to a D. Back. You got a C sus2 and a C sus4, and play the notes in between. C sus4. I'm going to play a C sus4 sus2. Then I went up to an E flat augmented chord, E flat with the sharp 5 to C, back to C minor. It's a half step. Now A flat. And that just, because the E flat augmented chord wants to go to the A flat anyway, I can incorporate that into, and I'm playing an E flat augmented chord. Then I'm adding the C, then D, then E flat, A flat, G, F, E, D, C. So you're just playing the scale and goofing off with it. And then once you get that, don't do anything but that until you get that down. I'm going from my C minor, I'm moving my G up to an A flat, and I'm in A flat major. Now I'm going to move a note down to the F. So I'm playing a C with the E flat and the A flat and an F. So it's an F minor now. But it's not an F minor because I'm playing, yeah, it is an F minor, I'm sorry. It's an F minor dominant 7 because I have the E flat too. And just goof off with that. You're playing the scale. You're going to find out Bach wasn't this genius everybody thinks he was. He absolutely was not. This is the kind of music they played back then. This is the kind of scales they used back then. This is what they built off of, coming from dyads of stringed instruments to the piano. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed with anyone. You can't be impressed with anyone. Make your music. Use the techniques they used to play like you. And pretty soon you're going to find out you're playing like them and you're not even trying to. And I used an A in there, and there is no A in a C minor harmonic minor. But once you have the scale down, you can start modulating and adding other notes that are outside of that scale. You want to call them passing tones? I think calling something a passing tone is an obnoxiously ridiculous thing to do. You're modulating, give it a break. If I'm playing a C minor and I want to play the substitute dominant, I can do that and come back. So if I want to play the G major, or I want to play, all you got to do is take that G major or G7 and take the G and make it an A flat. It's fully diminished. So you have an A flat fully diminished to the C. Anyway, so I think this was long enough. Basically, it's get outside of the box that you're stuck in. Get the scales in your head and start playing around with them, where you're making a chord and then you're using the other notes in the scale played over that chord. Like if I want to play just a 1-5-1, and then I'm going to play D, E flat, F, G, now A flat with the G, the F, E flat, G7, G7 with the flat 6, title from the G to the F. Make up some obnoxiously tense chords like I just did. Bind the A flat with an F, G, A flat B, because the greater tension, the more it resolves. Then add other scales. So if I'm on an E flat augmented chord, I want to go to an E flat normal chord, D major, or D, well, it's not D major, it's because I have a B flat. So it's a D, F sharp, B flat, chromatic. So goof off. Use your imagination. Play off the harmonic minor scale. Then start adding other stuff. Once you get that down, where you're messing around with all of the notes in it, making every possibility there could possibly be, from C minor sus4, C minor C4, C minor sus4, A flat, F minor, or that was actually an F minor with an E flat. So it's an F minor 7. Just goof off. You're going to find out how close you come to playing like a classical musician, and you may not have the finger speed and all of that, and the right way you're holding your hands, and all the years of practice. You may not have that, but you will find yourself playing the same things that classical musicians played, because they were playing scales and they were breaking out of the scales, and they're not the geniuses everybody thinks they are. They absolutely are not. They were just goofing off with what they knew, and this was all being developed. So anyway, I ranted too long. It was 14 minutes, 15 minutes, done.